Woo! We be live! Happy 4th of July! Shalom!
Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence
USA.
Day. Welcome back, everybody. USA. USA.
USA. USA.
So,
USA. USA.
the funeral for Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei is not going as planned. It's kind of going wrong. Somehow, billions and billions of people showing up for Ali Khamenei's his funeral. There's not even a few million. They've resorted to using AI videos to try to spread fake information about more people actually showing up than there is. There's a lot of sad little moments, which Iranians call therapy, seeing all these regime supporters crying and bawling their eyes out. A lot of that going on. We have other news that we'll get to after the funeral updates, such as the statements made by various IRGC commanders and Pezeshkian, the president of the Islamic Republic. There's a weird statement about Mojtaba's existence that was taken in an interview. The Islamic Republic is now denying and rejecting the no-toll framework and is saying that they will charge tolls, that they will give special treatment to countries like China, who have been working with them on this tolling system. The speedboats that I updated you guys about yesterday have been doing work, and they have been discouraging ships from using the Omani route through the Strait of Hormuz. More ships are now using the Islamic Republic's straight path, and that has been irking the United States, to say the least. The Yemenis are almost declaring full-out war against Saudi Arabia. There's a Ukraine update for you guys, a special overview on what's happening there and what Russia is about to do. They might be trying to pull the entirety of NATO and Europe into a war, as well as new military equipment entering the Middle East that is signaling a potential preparation for some sort of strikes there. And the fact that Bibi Netanyahu will visit Donald Trump very soon, I think within a week or two, and the MOU talks that are going to happen in a few days as well. So let's get started with Khamenei's funeral. Armin, I want to ask you, as an Iranian who was born and largely raised in Iran, how do you feel about today, July 4th? Oh, you're muted.
I was like, woo! Best birthday for America is a funeral for the #1 enemy of America. So I think this is how I celebrate. But American corn. I don't know. Should we explain to people?
Yeah.
The ultimate humiliation for the Islamic Republic is that United States forced them to buy, after killing their supreme leader, they forced them to buy American corn from the people who are responsible for killing their supreme leader, which is a huge source of humiliation. Also, another source of humiliation for the Islamic Republic is the fact that President Trump just came out and said that the Islamic Republic had a funeral because President Trump allowed them. President Trump allowed them to take a week off. So that's why you get to have your funeral. So not only you're forced to buy American corn with your oil money, you also only get to do a funeral because President Trump just let you. Fantastic. Guys, everybody get your popcorn set.
Everyone get your popcorn.
Yes. Also,
you know,
I know this is treason. Sorry, but I do have some tea. Whoa. I will go spill some of it in the sea just to celebrate America. But I do have some tea. I hope Americans could forgive me. As soon as I can, I will go spill some tea in the sea. Okay, but
sweet.
Forgive me for this one. Yeah.
So everyone, Supreme Leader Khamenei's funeral might not be the only funeral happening. Iran, according to Iran International, the Islamic Republic is prepared for up to 3,000 deaths at Supreme Leader Khamenei's funeral. During Khomeini's funeral, people were stampeded and crushed to death. During Qasem Soleimani's funeral, upwards of 50 people were crushed to death in the crowds. And they are exaggerating the numbers here, but between 1,500 and 3,000 deaths of people being crushed, heat stroke, etc., is quite a way to celebrate your death cult, which is Shia Islam here. So that absolutely checks out in my opinion. But to get a closer idea of the truck that was bringing in the body of the Supreme Leader, we saw yesterday that there was a refrigerated truck making its way directly through every checkpoint, every security clearance, and going straight into the funeral area. Well, it turns out that this truck bringing Supreme Leader Khamenei's body has parking tickets on it and other such tickets worth up to 22,980,000 riyals.
Oh, wow.
This is the Farsi of it. So yeah, that truck is a little bit of an embarrassment right now to the regime supporters. People are kind of making jokes. There are an endless amount of memes coming out about this. And if you were wondering where the bodies are going to be displayed, well, let's take a look at this. This guy's saying, people are wondering, when we put the bodies out to display, what's going to happen to the bodies? Is something going to happen to them? And he's saying, don't worry. We have refrigerators right here. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, those are actual refrigerators meant to showcase the bodies of Supreme Leader Khamenei and his family. Whether they'll actually show his body is a different thing, but they're talking about it. And this is yet again another meme right there. He's been in a refrigerator for months. What's changed?
Wait, so those boxes were fridges? Because they were so light.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Oh, I don't think there was anything in those at all.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Yeah, but these are actual like freezers that they're bringing out. And I think these are literally ice cream freezers, like the ones that you put in the front of shops.
Yeah.
And they just brought them over here, and they're like putting the dead bodies in them.
Ew.
Yeah. I don't know. Their justification is that it's really hot outside. So hot that it's kind of turned into a little bit of a water fight. The firefighters are told to start spraying people.
Wait, why are they having fun? This is a funeral.
Lower your gazes, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, they're having a lot of fun. It's very hot out. And yeah.
Why are you having fun? They're smiling. They killed your Supreme Leader. Look at this. Smile.
Look at
this
them
is
all
a funeral.
Happy.
Wow. I told you this is a funeral festival. They're having here. Just look at this. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, and look at how much water is being wasted in a country that desperately needs it. It's just being thrown onto the ground like that. What a time.
Also, their bodies, and you're now going to be able to see the shape of their bodies by making them wet. This is not Islamic.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, lower your gazes. Be modest. Yes. You never know what people could think and react to during this. And so these guys, it was literally 7 a.m, so last night for us, where these guys gathered in crowds and started their usual spiel. Oh, wait. Let's put this back with audio. Let's take a listen to this. There it is. Death to America. That's what they're saying. So, was anyone surprised for that? That was pretty expected there. And
look at this. There's so much empty. There was so much empty space. I saw another picture. I saw empty space and some empty space, which means that it's not like as crowded as they expected. Yeah.
Yep. And we have the AI videos to show you. But again, multiple people. So right here, you guys see these wires going across? That's also spraying water on people. It's that hot. And it's probably even hotter when you have to show up with a full-on Durka outfit in like
Black.
100 something plus, black 100 plus degree weather. That's not helping them. But guys, they're chanting Mujtaba. They're chanting the name of the new supreme leader, and he has not shown up yet. If he doesn't show up by the last day where they bury his father in his father's homeland, his hometown of Mashhad, that is not going to look so great. And they're already bringing up excuses that he's, for security reasons, we're not going to show Mujtaba. He can't come out. So that might not go too well. But we have this AI video of people showing the hypocrisy here. So, yes, the Islamic Republic is claiming that this many people have shown up, when this is probably the most clear AI video in existence. I mean,
wow,
that is just not happening.
can I see the caption?
Happening. Yeah, look, they have. Well, look, read this. This is not even a correct word.
Yeah.
This is the largest funeral in the history of the world, never seen before. Wow. And it's just AI generated loops.
You know, this is a good comparison. Oh, look, what is it? A ground invasion of Iran, you say, Mr. President. Go ahead, make my day. This is the okay.
You just people commenting on it.
This is complete AI. This obvious AI. How do people fall for that?
I don't know. But guys, they're handing out food. They're handing out boiled eggs in cardboard to most people with cooking oil and other such food. I mean,
yeah, people come for the free food.
There it is. The eggs. They're just handing out eggs.
People come for the eggs, for the cooking oil. This is what they come for.
Yeah, go get your eggs, guys. Just be careful about showing up. We don't remember.
So this is why the crowds are as big as they are. But even with all their efforts, it didn't end up being as big as they wanted to. Like, I don't know if that was like, that was 5,000 people max. Like, I don't know, like 5,000, 6,000, like millions.
Yes. And here's before I show you guys the turnout, more information on the turnout, let's look at how annoying these guys are. This is a very historical street, okay? And they're digging up the middle lane blockers and destroying the street to make way for potential crowds to show up. Look at that.
Wow. They're destroying the streets for the crowd?
They're destroying the street going straight to Azadi Square, Freedom Square, which was built by the Shah, and removing the middle parting lanes so that they can have more room for crowds to show up.
Wow.
Yep.
God damn it.
And the crowd show up, or at least the turnout of the crowd, has been very, very pitiful. We have people from Prince Reza Pahlavi's team that were confirming from their eyes on the ground, so far, the regime has not managed to bring a significant number of people to the streets, despite bringing a lot of Afghans and Iraqis. So this is sort of like a trip for a lot of people, for a lot of Shia Muslims around the Middle East, and they've been showing up, which is why all these tents have been popping up as well. The regime is accommodating for everyone and spending so much money that should be going to the Iranian people on foreigners and Islamic extremists. So as we saw in the videos, that chanting about Mujtaba and chanting about death to America was their biggest turnout. And that was, I don't know, maybe 20,000, 10 to 20,000 people maximum. I wouldn't say any more than that. After providing them food, making it mandatory. If you work for the government, you have to show up. It's checked. All of these things, water, whatever you want, tents. And that's all they managed to bring out. And that's a sharp comparison with someone else who's quite influential and was able to manage to bring hundreds of thousands of people. Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi, the leader of the Iranian opposition, managed to bring over 1 million people in major cities around the world on February 28th and February 14th, when he managed to have a single call and people came out. Now, he said something about this, and he's also having another mobilization of the Iranian diaspora this week, and we'll also show you guys about that already in Denmark and Sweden and other European countries where Iranians are. People have come out already. We'll show you guys that later. But
so
I mean, you were about to say something?
yeah. So Prince Reza Pahlavi brought in early January millions in Iran. The estimates say 5 million at least, right? And outside of Iran, Prince Reza Pahlavi outside of Iran managed to create bigger crowds outside of Iran than the Islamic Republic managed to create inside of Iran for Ali Khamenei's funeral. Think about that. Not only Prince Reza Pahlavi's call to action brought the millions of Iranian people out inside Iran, even though they were risking their lives to come out. Prince Reza Pahlavi has managed to bring Iranians out into the streets in larger numbers outside of Iran compared to the Islamic Republic could bring out inside of Iran. Do you understand how significant that difference is? Like, I don't know if I'm communicating this effectively, but do you get it, what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That means he has more people power, having not been in Iran since 19 years old, 18 years old, than the regime that has spent billions, hundreds of billions of dollars on propaganda around the world, not even inside the Islamic Republic, has had decades to change the education system and dogma, and they still don't have as much people power as Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi.
And without eggs. No eggs were given.
Yes.
Yes.
Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi has said to foreign representatives in Tehran, so to all of the people who showed up yesterday to pay respects to Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, which, guys, the list is extensive. We have South and North Korea showing up, Russia, China, Tajik, all the Stan countries have showed up. The European countries, it seems like, were barred from showing up by the Islamic Republic. The Islamic Republic said, we don't want the primitive and barbaric savages of Europe to show up to pay respects to Ali Khamenei. So it's actually unclear if some of the European countries would have sent delegations, because they weren't even allowed to go in the first place. But I would guess, I would know a few that would go, personally, off the top of my head. But Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi said, Iran is mourning more than 40,000 sons and daughters slaughtered on January 8th and 9th by Khamenei, Ghalibaf, and their machinery of repression. The regime is spending vast amounts of the Iranian people's wealth to stage this propaganda spectacle, yet not a single democratic leader attended. Burn. What you see today is not a nation in grief for its ruler. It's a nation filled with righteous anger, and that anger and heroic bravery will bring down what remains of this criminal regime. Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi has not wavered from the thought that the regime will fall, the Islamic Republic will fall, and he has said that many, many times. He has come out and confirmed in interviews in the past few months that the MOU is just to buy time, that things will kick off again. And it's only a matter of time, guys. All the problems that existed before the Islamic Republic's fiasco and slaughter of the Iranian people, the situation in which Iran has been thrown into this year, there were so many economic problems, there were so many political problems. The power struggle was going to happen because Khamenei was in his late 80s and was going to die anyway. All these problems are being to light at this moment, and we'll discuss what the power struggle is and where it's heading in a very simplified manner so everyone has a clear idea. But quickly, for a little piece of humor, the French have surrendered once again. The French aircraft carrier, make this bigger for you guys. So France sent a aircraft carrier a couple months ago, actually, no, 1 month ago, to come and join the USS Abraham Lincoln and the US forces in preparation to demine the strait. Well, they're turning around and going back home. They
What?
didn't do anything. Yep, they're going straight back to France. They sent their one aircraft carrier and they sent one mine ship. They did nothing, and now they're going back home. So, as per
Why?
usual French fashion, who knows? I don't
Oh.
even know. It didn't even get into the Gulf of Oman. It never left this area. It never even approached the actual Gulf here. So, like, it never approached this area. Never got close. And yeah, going straight back home. That's that.
Okay, no offense to the French people. We're talking about the French, your government right now. Okay.
Yes,
Love
French
you,
government.
French people.
But also, my offenses to the French people and personally.
What? What? Hey. No. Say France. Vive la France. Vive la France.
So, guys, you might be wondering, what's the point of spending this much money on Khamenei's funeral? What are they trying to accomplish with this? There's about, and Armin, correct me if I'm wrong. So I asked a couple of Iranians. Sorry?
No, I was wondering if those are the French flag, but didn't want to be offensive.
It is the French flag.
Okay, sorry.
So
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Okay.
I asked a couple of Iranians yesterday, what do you think the percentage of support is for the Islamic Republic in general? And they were saying, oh, it's between 1 to 5%. And I was like, what about the amount of people who just prefer the Islamic Republic to stay rather than the thought of getting destroyed, quote unquote, by the United States and Israel? And he was like, probably between 5 to 10%. There's more people that think, oh, it's either the Islamic Republic or it's the destruction of Iran. This funeral is to appeal to that 1 to 5 and 5 to 10%, that part of the population, and tell them, hey, this is us. I know we might have seemed a little weak dealing with the United States, maybe. We're never going to admit that. But we, the Islamic Republic, who promised you guys victories and nuclear weapons as a deterrence and the revolution. I know you guys had to watch our Supreme Leader get killed and everyone else get killed, and our nuclear dust is underground. That's several $1 trillion down the drain, and yeah, they're getting our proxies and all that, whatever. But let me just reassure you, the Islamic Republic supporters, that our project to do all that is still alive. I want to get it into your heads that we are very powerful, and I want you to come to the funeral and see that for yourselves. That is the general point of what this is happening. It's to cover up their weaknesses. And this is what Miad Maliki, so a senior fellow at FDD, very trustworthy person, his analysis is. And generally, this is largely agreed upon in the wider community as well. This is the whole point of this funeral, political propaganda.
To do what exactly? To say to suggest?
To suggest to their own followers that they will continue being strong and they'll spread the revolution. They'll go back to the missiles and nuclear and everything like that. That everything that these regime supporters have stood for the past few decades is still alive and well.
Okay. Some people are interpreting it the opposite. Some people are saying it was fun while it lasted, these delusions. Let's say goodbye to all of those delusions. With Khamenei, it was cute. The whole destroying Israel and United States, that was like a kind of interesting experiment. We love you, but we had enough of you. Bye-bye. Let's do a new chapter where we could keep the Islamic Republic, but less delusional. Some people are interpreting it like that. What do you think?
I'm interpreting it like that. This is their last gasp of power. I mean, this is a very costly ceremony, and you can't throw this every day. people are eventually going to strikes are eventually going to happen again, whether they're limited or not. The MOU has to play out. The nuclear has to get taken out. This is just a very momentary relief to these regime supporters.
By the way, this funeral might not just be a goodbye to Ali Khamenei. This funeral might be a goodbye to everything Khamenei. Because Ali, it's not just that Mujtaba didn't show up. None of the sons of Ali Khamenei showed up. Not a single one. Where are they? Did the Israelis wipe clean the entire Khamenei family with that bomb? Did we get all? Is Mujtaba dead and all of his other sons? Is this the end of all things Khamenei? Like, that's a possibility that nothing Khamenei is left. Not just Mujtaba, but everybody. Because none of them are showing up. Yeah, the end of the bloodline. Legacy destroyed, exactly.
Yeah, that could be the case. You know, let me show you a statement about Mujtaba. It was a really weird statement, and I actually couldn't interpret it completely on my own. I didn't know exactly how to take it. So I want to see what your opinion on this. That is, this is a statement about the potential existence of Mujtaba Khamenei. So I want to have Armin listen to it and see what he thinks.
صندلی گذاشتن بالا سر جنازه نشسته بودن گفتن الان من جای همسر ایشونو خالی میبینم اینجا در وداع. کجا بیشتر دلمون رو دیشب سوزون وقتی آقای دکتر حداد گفت من وقتی که بچه‌های آقا مجتبی بیان بچه‌های زهرا خانم بیان جواب اون بچه کوچولوه رو چی بدم بگم مامانمو کی دفن کردید من نبودم مامانمو ندیدم.
Does that reveal anything? It's very vague.
He's saying that when the children of Mujtaba Khamenei show up, if they ask, where is mommy? I haven't seen my mom being buried. Well, how do we answer them? Like, I don't think this tells us anything. This is just some
Okay, and then what about this beginning part?
ولی صحنه‌ای که دیشب خیلی خودمو اذیت کرد وقتی بود که آقای حداد آقای دکتر اومدن صندلی گذاشتن بالا سر جنازه نشسته بودن گفتن الان من جای همسر ایشونو خالی میبینم اینجا در وداع.
Also no. These are very, very vague. Okay. So this is about the Khamenei family, guys. About Ali Khamenei's wife, Mujtaba's children, the general family members, and how they're not present, which is what Armin's saying. They're just not there. No one is seeing the sons of Ali Khamenei or hearing from them. And some of the burials are just being kind of shady. Like the wife of Mujtaba was buried. Mujtaba didn't show up. And I mean, they're claiming a lot of things here. There's a lot of gaps that are missing. Weird things. So, Armin, you mentioned this at the beginning. Trump said something about the funeral as well.
Ooh, yes.
We beat Venezuela in one day, and we knocked the hell out of Iran. They're dying to settle. Woo! They're settled so badly. We gave them a week off for a funeral because we're nice. It's true.
I mean, you didn't have to be that kind, Donald. You didn't have to be that kind. You know, you could have not done that. You could have done the opposite. Who knows?
Wow. No, I mean, it is humiliating though. He's kind of like talking about him as if he's the boss, and the Islamic Republic is doing basically everything that he tells them to. And like, boss, we're doing, like, we're doing everything, but we need some negotiation. Can you just get a time off for negotiate from the negotiations to the funeral? Boss, we really need this funeral. We need this. Yeah. So Trump is like, first of all, you go do this, then you go do that, then you tell me where that guy is, then you open the Strait of Hormuz, then you make your Paidari camp idiots tell them that this is how it's going to be. Then you get the oil money and you come and buy some corn from me, good old American corn, right? And then you go back to the negotiating table and like, okay, boss, we do all of that, but we have to save face. Can I pretend like we're doing this instead? They're like, fine, you tell them that. Like, then you go do this and like, boss, I know we have some plans, but can you take a week off the funerals? Man, there's nothing left. But it's like, there's nothing left of his body. We can't keep freezing him forever. Like, you have to look at it. It's gross, boss. It's really gross, boss. Like, we have to do the funeral now. People are asking us questions. Like, okay, you got a week off, then come back to the table negotiations. I think that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like from outside.
Just 1 week of PTO. Accumulated all his hours for this.
Wow, exactly.
So, do you guys remember the statement that the public rally speech that we showed you guys last night or yesterday about someone openly criticizing the MOU, all of the officials, and et cetera, et cetera? Well, there's more speeches coming out like that. There's more public rally type speeches at Ali Khamenei's funeral and its surroundings that are coming out in this style and format, where people are coming out and openly speaking about the regime and everything that they're doing. So let's take a listen to this and we'll translate it for you guys.
از آمریکا گندم قراره وارد بشه به این کشور.
From America, they're gonna bring us wheat and barley.
از آمریکا ذرت قراره وارد این کشور.
From America, they're gonna bring wheat.
بشه. خاری ما رو گرفته، خاری جامعه اسلامی رو گرفته. کشوری که باهاش پدر کشتگی داریم قرار نون توی سفره ما رو تامین بکنه.
Oh my God, send me that.
What's
That's
Houthi, by the way?
It's like the humiliation, the nothingness, like they're treating us like garbage, like we're so inferior. They're treating us like inferior, like they're humiliating us. They think the country that we want to destroy and they're our main enemies, like our moral enemies. Now the bread at our table is gonna be from them. And like we're trying to kill them, but now the bread at our table is from them.
تامین بکنه. خار شدیم. خون آقامون برای اینا عزیز نیست. خون اون طفل معصومای مینا عزیز نیست. کسی که اومد این همه خانواده رو داغدار کرد، نون توی سفره‌های شیعیان امیرالمومنین از کشوری باید بیاد که ما باهاش پدرکشتگی داریم. خار شدیم والله.
We've been humiliated. Like we've been turned into nothing. The country that we're trying to destroy, our main enemy, we given up. Basically, it means that we don't care about the blood of the Supreme Leader. We don't care about the blood of the children in Minal. None of that matters to us. The country that is our greatest enemy is the bread at our table. The bread at our table, the bread that we eat, that is coming from them.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. This is, guys, USA. This is American might. The people that shouted death to America for 47 years, you are forcing them to use their oil money to buy their bread from your farmers. Like, death to us? Here, have some bread. You're not.
So much humiliation there.
Wow. Oh my God.
So, guys,
my
I think
God.
it's time for Yoaligrams, where I go into the IRGC political news channel telegram groups in Iran, and I get some statements from what they're talking about. These regime supporters are talking about their political discussions in Iran. So with that, let's take a look at the first one here, which has already been deleted. Oh, the moderators might be active today. Okay, this one is not deleted.
Ali, you should screenshot them.
I should.
Because the mods will delete them, yeah.
So there was a previous person called Mohammad Hussein in an earlier message who said maybe these negotiations are a deception. They're buying time, right? We're going to get hit again. And this guy's replying to him saying, maybe, as J.D. Vance said, and J.D. Vance came out last week in an interview, directly said, hey, this MOU is just a way for America to refill their oil reserves and raise stock prices. He kind of messed up by saying that, but he got a lot of flack for it, but he said that directly. This guy's saying,
why are you saying
maybe
that
J.D.
out loud?
was
I mean,
right.
I like
I
it.
know. Why is he saying that? And this guy's like, maybe J.D. Vance was right. The Americans are buying time to fill their oil and gas tanks and their pockets to get their butts over the bridge over our heads, like get a position of advantage. I'm not saying J.D. Vance said that. As His Eminence Ghalibaf said that. He is different from Trump. It's kind of a loose translation there. But more and more people in the Islamic Republic are starting to say, wait, is Trump right? Are the Americans right? Are they saying the things that they said that they were talking to someone in Iran this whole time? It turned out to be Ghalibaf. What are our officials? What is the government of the Islamic Republic not telling us? Are they really to be trusted? We have this. And this person is saying, today, Ghalibaf is the apocalyptic test between those who follow the Supreme Leader or those who support him and are like him, Ghalibaf. So let's take a look at ourselves. Are the words of the Supreme Leader true for us? Or are we going to take a look and follow the words of this gentleman, Ghalibaf, and see that in principle, Ghalibaf is more important to us? Like, are the negotiations more important to us? Or is the revolution more important to us? Or let us repent from the negotiations between Ghalibaf and Pezeshkian. If it was the latter, let us fall. So this guy's saying, I'll put this in Farsi for you, Armin, so you can see the better translation for this. But this guy is saying, if we stray from the revolutionary ideals of the Supreme Leader and start following the suits, then kill me. Kill me now. Just get rid of, like, we deserve it. Oh, you're muted.
Okay, so he's saying امروز غالیباف امتحان آخر زمانی بین کسانی است که پیرو ولی فقیه هستند یا حواسی همچون او یا آره به خودمان نگاه کنیم حرف رهبر جامعه بر ایمان مصداق است یا حرف این آقا. Okay, so basically Ghalibaf is like an end of times test from God to test people. God is basically sent Ghalibaf to see if you will be tempted by following him or following the Supreme Leader. We have to look at yourself to see if you're going to be following the Imam of your time, the Supreme Leader, or Ghalibaf. Basically, check yourself before you wreck yourself, right? And see if you're following the fundamentals. Are you going to go based on the fundamentals of Islam, based on faith, or are you going to follow Ghalibaf and Pezeshkian into the negotiations? If you check yourself and you see that you're going the wrong path and you're following Ghalibaf and Pezeshkian down with the negotiations, then you either repent or you will fall. So we should repent from following Ghalibaf and Pezeshkian, or everything will fall apart.
It's great to see more and more of them question whether this is the divide. Are you gonna?
I like how Ghalibaf and Pezeshkian are like these sexy girl that you might be tempted, or like, oh my god, Tobe, don't go away. Oh my god, Ghalibaf, oh my god, so tempting. The negotiations look so sexy. Like, no, cover your eyes. Go towards
Don't be seduced by the negotiations.
Don't be seduced by these sexy negotiations.
So then there's this. Guys, they're talking about more and more. Are we going to stick to our revolutionary ideals, or are we going to prioritize our survival with Ghalibaf? That's the question. This one, and this made me remind the post. I remember the post now that got deleted. So this one is saying, talking about bloodlust and revenge, like against the Jews and Americans, is empty and misleading, as long as Ghalibaf, Pezeshkian, and Arakchi exist behind the scenes. With
Hmm.
Ghalib, so he's saying with Ghalibaf and these guys, we're never gonna go and like fight the Americans and do our revolution. That it's never gonna happen. It's empty. And as long as Zarif and Khatami also exist behind the scenes.
So we need to do a cleaning. We need to do a house cleaning before we go destroy the Americans and Israelis. None of that is achievable. Destroying United States and Israel is not achievable with people like Ghalibaf, Pezeshkian, Khatami, Rouhani, and Zarif here at home. It's a delusion. Guys, we cannot destroy America. We cannot destroy Israel. We have these problems up here at home. So if you want to go destroy Israel and America, first we need to get rid of these people. House clean.
That might be the card that the IRGC is going to play.
Okay, yeah. Well, see, these people are not armed. Like, I don't know. These people, the only power that they have, if is the IRGC supports this narrative, it will have power. If the IRGC pulls back the support, they're going to be yapping their mouths without any effect, you know? So we have to see what the IRGC wants, because they could clean this up really quickly if they wanted to.
Yeah. And a little bit of exciting news for you guys, although we don't know why this is happening. The anti-aircraft, there is anti-aircraft activity and anti-air defense being activated over southeast part of Tehran. We're not sure why at this moment. Ooh. Ooh. Who knows? Who knows what that could be?
By the way, guys, I don't know. I already talked about this in the previous segment, but people from this segment compliment my 4th of July theme. I put effort into it. By effort, I mean prompts. But look at this. This is 4th of July theme. So, and also when we were sharing the screen, like, okay, hold on. What is this? There's nothing here. There we go. Look at this. This is this is for today. Usually it looks like this. Oh, not that.
Oh.
Usually it looks like this.
Yeah.
Today it looks like this for 4th of July. See that? And then
oh yeah.
Yeah. And today, so usually this part looks like this, and today it looks like this. You guys like it? Love it? Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
We should keep that for when, something important like American thing happens. When the midterms
No,
come
it's
up.
just for 4th of July. It's 4th of July.
Ah,
We might have other themes for other days, depending on what day of the.
sweet. Okay, so let's continue on with the Iran news. There's quite a bit more, actually, here. So if we go slightly west to the border between Iran and Iraq, the Kurdish invasion that was happening of Piranshah, Mahabad, and Sardash and Bana, these few cities, this whole area by the separatist Kurds, the communist terrorists, has taken a very, very interesting turn. So, as we showed you guys, the Kurdish leader, make this bigger, the Kurdish separatist leader, loosely leader, this guy, showed up yesterday in the Islamic Republic to pay his respects to Supreme Leader Khamenei. This guy is in an active war against the Islamic Republic, and he had a meeting with none other than Mr. Ghalibaf here, the face of the Islamic Republic. They had a talk, and magically, by some maybe Jewish magic, I don't know, IRGC troops and armored vehicles started withdrawing from the area and started leaving the Kurdish separatists alone. In return, the Kurdish separatists have decreased their amount of forces as well, but that was yesterday. And it looks like today there is more heavy gunfire just west of this city of Sardasht in the hills of this area. Heavy gunfire. We don't know how many are fighting at the moment, trying to get more info of that. But the casualty reports have been coming out more and more today and yesterday. We have dozens of Kurdish separatist fighters dead at this point, and probably around a dozen or so IRGC that are confirmed. Again, the casualty numbers might be much higher than this, but the IRGC have been successful in ambushing and fully wiping out multiple teams of separatists in this area. We go even further west across Iraq and into Jordan. There is an American Air Force base here in Azraq. And today it saw the delivery of 8 new A-10 Warthogs. I'll show you guys a picture of what that is in case anyone doesn't know. A-10 Warthogs are these. These are A-10 Warthogs. They're meant to destroy armored vehicles, tanks, columns of troops, stationary targets. They're a flying tank. They're not meant to dogfight with other fighter jets. The arrival of 8 new ones has signaled to a lot of military analysts that the United States is getting ready for a potential cutting off of Popular Mobilization Front forces in Iraq or Hezbollah forces in Lebanon, as it is close to both, and is largely signaling that the United States is willing and ready to go after these terrorist groups in not only Syria, Lebanon, but also Iraq and potentially Iran in the future. It is also close to the Houthis, who have been very, very active, and there's a whole plot with them happening at the moment. We'll get into that. So again, the Houthis have been getting bombarded nonstop, day and night, for 2 days now by unknown forces. Some claim that the Houthis are claiming that it's Saudi Arabia. No one's taking responsibility for it yet, and this has agitated so many Houthi leaders that they are claiming that they are on the verge of declaring war, full-out war, on not only the Yemeni government, which is like, what did I do, but also the Saudi Arabian government. In response, the Saudi-led military coalition in Yemen, so Saudi Arabia has been very active in Yemen for the past couple of decades militarily, and they've said that we will crush you. Bring it on. If you Houthis want to attack us, we will absolutely destroy you. And in fact, if you guys are flying back, remember the Houthi leaders right now, guys, are in Tehran meeting with IRGC commanders, trying to get answers and directions on what they should be doing. They also went under the guise of paying respects to Supreme Leader Khamenei. On the way back, their plane must eventually fly over this airspace, even if they go around Saudi Arabia. The Saudis, many people are claiming that the Saudis will attempt to shoot down this Houthi leader plane to kill the Houthi leaders. And this will spark a full-out war between the Houthis and the Saudis. This is something that we will be looking out for in the next 5 days until the funeral is over and they have to go back. Things could kick off real hard in that area real soon, depending on what the Saudis decide to do. Additionally, regarding the MOU and what Israel will be doing, Prime Minister Netanyahu is going to be traveling to Washington. It is undetermined exactly when, but he's going to be going probably either next week or the week after that, because Donald Trump will be in Turkey in 3 days here in Ankara, which is the capital of Turkey, and to meet with NATO regarding a whole lot of different issues. One of them will be that the Islamic Republic cannot get a nuclear weapon, and all NATO countries will be discussing this. The other thing, and the more important thing, is that Russia is very, very close to attacking either Poland or the Baltic countries in an effort to draw in NATO into the war. They want to do this to provide tactical nuke deterrence and stop Ukraine from absolutely hammering them. Russia is on the brink of defeat. Probably not much more left, maybe a year, maybe 2 years maximum before Russia completely collapses back into the different federations that it was before. And it is being very desperate. But here's the thing. if it wants to attack the Baltic countries, namely these ones and these ones, it must go through Poland. There is a strategic sort of Strait of Hormuz type situation where there's a bottleneck, and they must go through Poland. And Poland has known this for decades. Poland is probably the strongest European country in terms of military at the moment and has been mobilizing very effectively. Russia might be using Belarus to launch this invasion, and this is not my opinion, guys. This is the opinion of the analysts who have been following the Russia-Ukraine war over the past 4 or 5 years, and they are largely claiming that an invasion from Russia into either Poland or these Baltic countries will happen soon. So, are there?
Why they
down
can't
here?
even do Ukraine, and they adding that to it? Like, if they can't do
Exactly.
Ukraine, why are
They
they?
can't do
I
Ukraine.
don't understand. I don't
They are
understand. If they
trying to
can't even-
draw in. Yeah, they're trying to draw in these other countries and provide pressure on Europe as in general for Europe to stop backing Ukraine. That is probably going to
by
be very
getting-
ineffective.
Yeah, by giving Europe more reasons to back Ukraine.
Exactly. So that is in fact, and that is something that European countries are so aware of right now and are so worried that the majority of this NATO conference will be talking about the Russian threat. And Europeans, the NATO organization as a whole, has decided that they will talk about whether or not to give Ukraine another 70 billion euros in the form of a loan to fight the Russian Federation. Previously, the European Union gave a 90 billion euro loan over the past 4 years to help Ukraine, and all of a sudden they are deciding to give them another 70 billion euros in the next 5 months. This is to be given to Ukraine. So it seems that Europe is very agitated and scared of the Russian threat, even though Russia is also on the verge of collapse. I mean, their oil refineries, there's not much of it left. All of them over the north coast has been hit. All of them around the south coast has been hit. Even oil refineries down here on the eastern side of Russia, closer to Mongolia, have been hit, all by Ukrainian drones. And it's not looking so good for the Ukrainian economy, as well as Crimea. Crimea is about to be invaded by the Ukrainians and taken back. So this threat is so real that the Russians have started evacuating sensitive documents from Crimea. This is a complete ploy. The reality of it is they are trying to see what is absolutely necessary for the defense of Crimea and what is not. Everything that's not absolutely necessary, we're going to pull out and we're going to bring back into Russia. And they're getting ready to possibly see the collapse and giving up of Crimea, which is, I mean, they started this entire war over that and has given them access to a multitude of Black Sea ports. They lose that, well, all they got is pretty much the Caspian Sea, which goes straight to Iran, and the North Sea, which has been, at this point, all their oil refineries are, I think, still burning, actually. Those fires are hard to put out. So that's the Russian situation. And in terms of casualties, I actually had something for you guys here. There it is. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Okay. Oh my God. All right. So in terms of casualty numbers, I want to give you guys that graphic so you guys can kind of visualize it. There it is. Here it is. Let's make this bigger. These are the losses of the Russian Federation. Eliminated personnel stands at 1,405,900 military combatants, 500,000 of which are confirmed to be killed in action, and another million or so are casualties, meaning heavily wounded. Over 12,000 tanks, over 24,000 armored vehicles, 45,000 artillery systems. And you guys can generally see the number here. Now, the crazy part is there is an astonishing amount of drones that have been destroyed. Vehicle and fuel tanks are also numbering very, very high in the 6-digit number. The Russian Navy was also sank a long time ago, again, by drones, signaling that drones are a very big deterrence in the future modern warfare that's to come. which is largely why, in my opinion, the USS Abraham Lincoln doesn't just storm the Persian Gulf and act willy-nilly. If the Islamic Republic launched hundreds of or thousands of Shahed drones at once, it would probably be very difficult to defend against. So again, we're estimating about 500,000 deaths for the Russians and another 1 million casualties. The monthly casualty rate in Russia is about 30,000 soldiers. The recruitment rate in Russia is 27,000. So they are losing more soldiers than they're gaining. Unsustainable. The Russia-Ukraine casualty rate has risen to 8-1, meaning eight Russian casualties for every Ukrainian casualty. Previously, in the first half of 2026, the first few months of this year, the casualty rate was 2-1. So 2 Russians dying to every Ukrainian. Now it's every 8 Russians dying for every 1 Ukrainian. This has made Putin panic, and he has showed up with a propaganda video staged in a bunker, talking to Russian generals and getting reassurance from them that Russia is in fact winning the war when they are really, really much not. And many analysts are talking about how, oh, sorry, what, do you want to say something?
Yeah, don't forget what we're going to say. So overall, how many Russians and how many people died in the past?
In the conflict? So over 500,000 Russians. And this number is, guys, it's accurate to an extent, okay? The ones who are missing are not accounted for this. We don't know how many. There's way more that are just quote unquote missing. 500,000 dead, million casualties.
Okay, so are you sure? Because in the Iran-Iraq war, which was devastating,
yes,
300,000 Iranians died in 8 years.
Yes.
You're saying we got close to 500,000 Russians died in half the amount of time?
Correct.
In half that time?
Correct.
Unbelievable. Holy crap.
Yes.
Wow. Guys, Americans, you need to, on this 4th of July, really appreciate being American, because tragedy for Americans comes in 13 soldiers dying, and Americans justifiably get very, very upset over 13 soldiers dying in their war, right? And look at the value of life in Russia. 500,000 Russians have died, and only until a few days ago, the Russians have been made aware that this war is actually not going their way, because they have been isolated. They live in a bubble, not knowing what the cost of this war with Ukraine is.
The Russians are waking up because the fuel costs in Russia are skyrocketing. In some places, if you can even find fuel, because Russia is an oil exporter, but their oil refineries have been hit. Oil prices in Russia, if you bring them to US dollar equivalents, are $12 a gallon if you can find gas, if you can find it. Americans got squeamish at, what was it, near $5 a gallon? It's over twice and a half that amount in Russia. And life is pretty awful if you're an average Russian citizen. It is terrible. It's about to get even worse, because if you're a male Russian and the fighting age, like the age range has been extended to the maximum on either side at this point. If you're a fighting age range Russian male, it's about to get a whole lot worse for you. Previously, if you were medically exempt, you didn't have to fight. Well, they're doing away with that. From now on, Russians, when they will recruit you for war, they will not medically examine you. They're saying we're doing away with medical examinations, which means you're missing an arm and a leg. Oh, you're blind in one eye. Oh, you have schizophrenia. Doesn't matter. We'll send you to the front lines anyway. That is not the sign of a country who's winning a war. More quite like the opposite. So there's the Russia update. They will be talking largely about that in the NATO conference that's happening this coming week. And yes, and then the biggest astonishing fact,
between 72% to 76% of Russians support this war still.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Just like how there's hundreds of millions of people showing up for Ali Khamenei's funeral.
No, this is from independent polling. No, it's true because the Russians live in a bubble. Like they're not
really?
told the truth. Yeah.
I wonder what the sample size for that is. I mean, if it's greater than 40,000, then okay, then I'll believe it. But
okay, so here's the thing. So 72% to 76% of Russians express overall support for the actions of their military in Ukraine, though a record high of over 60% simultaneously favor transitioning to peace negotiations. So there's that addition.
That makes sense. Yeah, it's terrible. The astonishing fact is that
They're
over
like
90%.
Yes, go Russian army, go defeat the Ukrainians. But can we also please stop? This is getting too hard. Yeah.
Okay. Guys, over 90% of Russian casualties, so over 90% of that 1.5 million number is from drones, Ukrainian drones. Over 90%.
Wow.
So over 1 million Russians have been taken out by Ukrainian drones alone. That is why Ukrainians are the first and foremost drone operators in the world and are being hired by not only the Persian Gulf Arab countries, but the US and other European countries to train their soldiers on drone warfare. Makes sense because the Ukrainians have had to deal with drone strikes and operating them every single night. You either do or die. So that's the quick Russian update. Going further down and back into the Middle East, let's go into Lebanon, where today, I don't put the pin for this, but today we have more airstrikes such as such in southern Lebanon, lighting up the sky. We showed you guys a very heavy strike that happened yesterday, almost forming a mushroom cloud, and looks like Hezbollah is getting hammered once again during Ali Khamenei's funeral. While the Hezbollah leaders are in Tehran, the IDF is taking the opportunity to destroy what's left of Hezbollah at this moment. And I can't show you guys some of the pictures here, but there are a ton of burials for Hezbollah members. The casualty numbers for Hezbollah will come out in the next couple of weeks, perhaps this month, because they're all being buried. And we'll finally get an accurate number on how many Hezbollah members have died. Remember, a lot of them, so like Hezbollah will come and post like, yeah, the IDF martyred this guy. Oh my God, he was a great Hezbollah member. And then people check the name and the guy was like registered as a journalist, quote unquote. And it's like, yeah, that's just, you can never really trust who's a journalist in the Middle East because it's not really you wear many hats apparently. You're a terrorist one day and then a journalist the other. Armin, can we talk about the implications of Russia potentially not being a big player anymore, even falling or just being militarily defeated, and how that ties into Iran? Some people might not know. And you're muted.
Well, there's two things that happens. First of all, the Islamic Republic is a proxy of Putin and CCP. So losing one of his masters / supporters would be a significant blow to the Islamic Republic and would make it so much easier for the Iranian people and Israelis and Americans to get rid of the Islamic Republic eventually. 1, 2, the United States has only a couple of main challenges globally. The CCP, Putin, the Islamic Republic are the top three. We're getting rid of one of them as a major challenge will basically free up its focus and resources on dealing with the other two. And that would also become a much more significant, so the Islamic Republic loses twice. One, because of losing support from Russia. Two, more resources available to fight against the Islamic Republic. So in those two ways, the Islamic Republic loses.
Yeah. And, this would all potentially happen under the leadership of the President of the United States, the Prime Minister of Israel, some other Western leaders. It's all culminating. And these things tend to happen. When they do happen, they tend to happen very fast. And they always come at you from a blind angle, like the fall of the USSR, the Soviet Union, for example. One can never really tell.
All right, we should do the super chats before
Let's
we
do
go
it.
to the next part. Yes. Kitty.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to get started?
Okay, let's do it. So our first super chat of the day is Happy 4th of July from Fleshy Interloper. Thank you so much.
USA.
And happy
USA.
4th.
USA.
USA.
USA. USA. USA.
Do you guys remember the Pledge of Allegiance for the Americans out there? Do you guys remember that? I don't remember what grade we stopped saying it. I think it was like high school. But weirdly enough, I just remembered that. I don't think schools do the Pledge of Allegiance anymore, by the way.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which is like the thing where you stand up when school starts and they play like the music, and you go like, I pledge allegiance to the United States of America under the flag, like all that. I don't think they do that anymore. I think things have changed, maybe. Yeah, and they don't. Yep. Okay. Gotcha. Well, maybe it'll come back one day. And Fletchy also said, taxed or untaxed tea? Oh, yeah. We Americans don't like our tea taxed.
No. Okay. Let me clarify. The tea I'm drinking comes with taxation, but with representation. Okay. So so it comes with taxation, but also with representation. Okay. So I think that's okay, right? Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Thank you, Fleshy. And Mark of Reality said, what I miss in the first 6 minutes. The funeral of Supreme Leader Khamenei is not pulling in as many people as they thought. People are just not showing up. They're struggling, and they're coming out with AI videos to show that there's more people actually there.
I could really taste that representation in my tea. But yeah.
What flavor is that?
Oh, this one, ginger. The last one was mango.
Gotcha. Wait, so what exactly is in that tea? What's the benefits that you're getting from it?
Honestly, I know I know this has benefits, but I just do it for the taste, just so it's not water.
Okay, I thought you were putting something in it. Okay.
No, my supplements come in pill form. Okay, but I know this has some benefits, but I don't care right now. This is just I need to have something.
Yeah, water. Remember to drink water.
Yes.
And thanks, Mark, for the super chat. We have No Border Sports saying wet t-shirt contests in Iran. Yeah, wet black covering contest in Iran. The firefighters just hijabis. Wasting water.
Sexy Durka. There is a section within those types of websites for this, right? It has its own.
Right. I have no idea what you're talking about.
You have no idea? Okay. It has its own category.
I have no idea.
You sounded for a second like you know what I'm talking about.
Never heard of it.
You just went, oh. I don't know what you're talking about.
I was surprised,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Mark of Reality here is saying an Islamic wet burqa contest. Yeah, it's just weird, It's and under normal circumstances that would just never happen. I don't know.
Wait. Somebody's trying to call me out. So Fine Stress is saying, how do you know that, Armin? Because I watched them. There you go. You want to call me out? You think I'm embarrassed? I will tell you anything. Derek, you want to call me out? You think you could embarrass me? I have no shame. Okay.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
And thanks, Mark. And we have James saying, Ayatollah's funeral. In lieu of flowers, please donate to the proxy of your choice. Oh, that's what they're saying? Yeah. They probably do ask for donations, actually, at some point. I wouldn't be surprised at all. The balls. Good point, James. It does go straight. I mean, yeah, everything goes to their proxies. And Mark, with another super chat, saying, Mojtaba could give a video address from his cave. Yeah, not unless he's missing half his face and legs and arms.
Or at least audio. At least audio. Why no audio? Why? I still do, if you are alive. Okay, there's only two explanations for why there's no audio. Either the guy is dead or his entire jaw and mouth is missing from the explosion. Or something that he can't speak, right? Is there any other explanation, Ali, that we can think of? Like, guys, what other options are there that there's no audio? Like, okay, if you are, maybe I get no video messages, I get it. Why no audio messages? Coma? He's in a coma? Okay, that's another option. No vocal cords? Okay, dead, injury, in a coma.
Yeah. Which essentially means he doesn't really exist.
Technically, that's it, yeah.
Because that's his symbolic representation. The new Supreme Leader, by the way.
Oh, there's another explanation. He has PTSD. Okay, maybe that. So, yeah, maybe that. Let me know. Oh, no. Yeah, maybe he has this. Maybe psychological trauma from watching his entire family die.
Yeah.
Locked up by Ghalibaf and Vance is another option. Okay.
It's a good option.
Yeah.
And Mushjun saying Durka version of the 4 weddings and a funeral, except it's only funerals. Yeah, Ali Khamenei is not the only one being buried. It's his wife and grandkid and other members of the family.
Everyone in his family. And
then apparently the Islamic Republic is ready for up to 3,000 people getting crushed in the stampedes and the crowds, which I don't think they got to worry about that. There's not enough crowds for that to happen at this point.
Yeah.
Damn. Thank you, Mushjun. And Ghalibaf profile pic of him holding up American corn. It's saying, was the parking tickets gained since February? Yeah, so the refrigerator truck that they used to bring in the Supreme Leader's body had parking tickets on it. And I don't know since when, but someone checked. I don't know who thought of checking it, but someone checked, and they found that out. I don't know since when, though. But the company's fairly new. The company has been... I checked out the company, Mehran Sad. It's like a year or 2 old, so it must be recent.
Yeah, we should check.
And Fleshy... Yeah, thanks, Ghalibaf. Sounds weird to say.
Yeah, thank you,
Interloper.
I have, by the way, Ghalibaf, we have American corn here as well. Where's your popcorn, Ali?
I didn't bring it. I have cookies.
It's okay.
And yeah.
It's okay.
And we have Fleshy saying 20 million people or less than 100,000 people for the funeral. It's looking like way less than 100,000. It's looking like way less than 20,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, where is that Jew hater who what are you going to do when 20 million people show up for the funeral? Where is he? Because he was supposed to come flex on us.
Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah.
Maybe he's at the funeral.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Maybe he's trying to bolster the numbers.
Yes.
And Fleshy also said, the funeral crowd is the same number as the people they murdered. Think about that looking at the crowd. Ah, yes, that's a good point. Let's see if I can find that.
Oh, yeah.
Is this the one? Yeah.
Let's see.
Guys, this is the mass scale of slaughter that we're talking about. So like
It's
all the people
actually
you
less.
see. This
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 is
is
like
way
this
less.
max like 10,000 max,
Yeah, might not
right?
even be 10. Yeah.
So guys, think about it. The size of the Iranian people showing up for protests was so high that the number of people they killed is 4 times the number of people who showed up here. The number of people who killed is 4 times the number of people who showed up here. So think about how many people showed up, how many people were participated in the uprising.
Yeah, so largely Iranians are calling today therapy. I think you guys can probably imagine why.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Fleshy, for pointing that out. And James Moore saying Adi has no chill. He needs a fridge to cool down. There's a cheap one that I know of. Call 1-800 Oh, Mehran Saad. Yeah, I should go hire that truck. That's going to be an infamous truck. The parking ticketed truck that transported the frozen body of the Supreme Leader. How embarrassing.
Yes.
Okay, quick bit of breaking news. More Iraqi parliament members, Iranian-backed, IRGC-backed militias, and other terrorists have been arrested today, which marks what is today? Saturday. So it's been almost a week now that every single day and night, the Iraqis are arresting more and more terrorists, corrupt politicians, and Islamic Republic-backed proxy troops. It's great. We have Ari Yerushalmi with a seal and a Durka headband on it. Interesting. Why wouldn't he send videos from the bunker? Why wouldn't Mojtaba Khamenei send videos from the bunker like Nasrallah did, the former leader of Hezbollah? What could possibly justify the fact that he hasn't shown not one sign of life? Well, Armin just told you. He's missing. He's missing all the signs of life.
That's what, baby. Ari, this is a question everybody is asking, including the pro-regime people. That's why people think like so many people are saying, okay, he's dead. He's just dead. They're messing with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the best explanation for why there is no sign of life is that there is no life. Maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Or if he is, he's missing. He's missing a mouth, vocal cords, something's happening where he just can't. If they show him, it would actually do harm to their image. Because if he's like missing, you know. Yeah. But I don't know. He's probably dead. But good question. Thank you, Ari. And James Moore saying, while the IRGC types are whipping their own backs with barbed wire, please tell me there are some secretive operations going on to do something, to steal their guns for our friends and our people of Iran. And our very angry people of Iran.
Well, Princess of Pahlavi just recently came out and gave an interview that suggested that things are happening behind the scenes. I don't know what, because he didn't go into details, but he suggested that there are things happening.
Yeah. So the Iranian opposition is being armed with modern tactics. Does that mean drones? Does it mean other things as well? One can only
That's what he
speculate.
said. He said modern tactics. I think he's talking drones.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully so. And then he also talked about underground networks that he's putting more effort into developing. So yeah, we're looking at some positive signs on our own side, the Iranian people side, which, you know, we always knew we'd have to do this on our own anyway, no matter if we got help or not. And James Moore also said, can the IRGC survive without the poisonous U.S. corn and wheat and barley? They'll just buy it from somewhere else probably, but yeah, this is more humiliating.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that they would not be given the permission to get their oil money unless they buy it from the U.S., right?
Yeah,
because
supposedly, yeah. So still, none of the oil is being bought by other countries. Japan is talking to the Islamic Republic about buying it, but they haven't actually bought it yet because they want. So Japan is waiting on the fence to see, is the MOU going to drag, is the waiver for the sanctions on the oil being lifted, is it going to extend past 60 days? Because Japan doesn't want to just come in and buy some oil, risk pissing off the US, and then get sanctions slapped on it. So they're waiting and seeing. Good question, James. And Fleshy Interloper said, "Ya Aligrams." Yeah, it was good. I remember the first one, by the way. So the first one was, how can the regime be spending so much money on this funeral when its people are starving? Do you guys remember? And it was talking about, do you guys remember the billions of dollars cases, like fraud cases that have happened over the last 20 years or so? And Khamenei would just come out and be like, hey, don't make it a big deal. Don't make the fraud cases a big deal. So, and then he called out so many people, called out Ghalibaf, like all these different people about their corruption scandals. And I just wanted to kind of highlight that for you guys about how corrupt the regime is, how selective they are. And Fleshy also said, they look so hot in their suits. Who was wearing suits?
Ghalibaf and Pezeshkian. Remember we said they were
Ah.
tempting. People were being
Yes.
tempted. So they look so sexy. Ghalibaf
Yeah,
and Pezeshkian.
Thanks, Fleshy. And Nina, who says, may the universe save America. Happy
Woo!
250th birthday to us.
This is an
250.
This is an atheistic way in, a version of, God bless America. It's the universe save America. Bless America. Woo!
Yeah. They have a ton of military flyovers over Washington, D.C. I'm sure the clips will come out and you guys can search for them, but there's B-1, B-2, B-52 bombers, F-18s, F-35s, helicopters, all of that flying west to east on Washington, D.C. over the National Mall. So the clips for that should come out. Ton of fighter jets. Yeah.
Ali, I just thought of something. As an atheist myself, I believe in a higher power. Okay. And the higher power I believe in is the United States of America, right? So I think, what if you say, so people say God bless America or God save America. So my version of that is America save America, because America, I know this might not, some people might not like anything, but America doesn't not need divine power. America has its own power. America saves America. So there we go. See, yeah, I believe in a higher power. It's called the USA.
No, you're right. The only country that can save itself is that own country. Like Iran is the only country that can save Iran. America is the only country that can save America.
For other countries, that's not true. Only for the United States, there's no higher power. Yeah.
Thank you, Nina. And Koala Katie, thank you for the super chat, who says, I appreciate patriotic flags, Professor Navabi. Oh, wow, look at you.
Woo.
Happy 4th to all of our incredible patriots. Love to all of you.
To patriots, to all the patriots worldwide. And to America that makes the nation state model possible worldwide. So everyone gets to be a patriot. Yeah, everywhere people get to be patriots because the United States is protecting the nation state model with its military everywhere in the world.
Yeah, thank you, Koala Katie. And Sarah Ocean says, Armin, as someone who grew up with the Baha'i faith, constantly being shoved in my face, I loved your debate today. I was very proud of you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. That's so beautiful. Thank you.
It's a kind statement.
That's very sweet.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, that was in our previous live stream.
And who are you debating on that?
A Quranic scholar from the Baha'i faith.
Did you win?
Always.
That's my co-host, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Sarah. And Jennifer Smith saying, what is the location of our favorite USS Boxer? Let me show you.
Ooh.
Pretty much right here. So this is India. And right where my cursor is, I'm zooming in. It's in this area. Last seen, by the way. It's been a few days since anyone last saw it. Could be anywhere around here. Could have turned back around here. Could still be where it was. Who knows? No one knows exactly where it is at the moment. But the last seen location was here. Away from China. China's definitely happy about that. Very happy about that. Yeah. Thanks, Jennifer. And here's General Patton saying the Baltic countries are Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. Oh, okay. Wait.
The little ones. The
I was
tiny
showing.
ones.
Oh, okay. So I was going lower down. They're actually higher up. You got me. Thank you, General
I
Patton.
love these tiny. They are really. I forgot which one of them, but one of them is really good at using tech to manage the country. But they're really good. They're really, they're very modern. All three of them are doing really good economically. I like to call. I refer to them as the little ones.
The little ones.
The little ones.
Someone asked, when is the MOU supposed to be over? I think it's like August 17th or 16th, something like that. And General Patton was also saying Russia is using T-34 tanks that have been mothballed since the end of World War II. That's how desperate they are. They're using World War II tanks. It's not a good look.
No way. That is desperate. That is desperate.
It's really bad.
They're digging, they're opening their museum. They're going to their war museums. Oh my God. They're bringing out their, so soon they're going to bring, I don't know, swords and bows and arrows by this rate. No?
Yeah. I mean, you're
Clubs,
not too far off
maybe?
with that. You're really not too far off with that.
No? Okay.
And thank you, General Patton, on the update. And Lior, who says, what is Putin's end game, his final objective? Well, it was to take Ukraine. So let me show you guys a different version of this map. If I can figure out how to do that again. Where to go? Okay, well, I don't know where that button went anymore, but all right. Anyway, so Ukraine, that was this objective, right? This part of Ukraine, the western side, is mountainous. The eastern side, which is largely where all the farmland is very, very good for making food, is flat. Most of Ukraine is flat. His idea was to come in, take all of Ukraine, and make the new borders of Russia this mountain range, which is generally what countries just do. They use natural barriers and take all this really good farmland, have access to the Black Sea ports that go into the Mediterranean and the rest of the world, and everything's, willy-nilly. It's great. But it all fell apart. And his objective right now is to somehow get out of this war without it looking like a loss for him. So he's trying to pressure other countries, and he has, but he might launch an invasion into Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, through Belarus, which is an ally, or some other countries, and get them to pressure the European Union to stop supporting Ukraine and back off and whatever. It's kind of hard to say.
But that's not the end game. No, she's asking you about the end game, like the ultimate objective.
No one knows.
No, they do. Like he speaks a lot. He speaks a lot, so people know the total.
Yeah, that's a crazy. I've never believed him on that. It's just such a crazy idea.
Well, his end game is to dismantle the U.S.-led, security framework architecture in Europe, like dismantled that, like the U.S. security architecture after the Cold War in Europe, and in its place, bring in the total Russian hegemony over former Soviet and states, and basically bring back the imperial, basically create an imperial spheres of influence around that region. That is his goal.
Guys, he wants to make the USSR 2.0 just bigger and better. And that's
without the
what
communism
in the world. Like, wow. Right. So yeah, thanks, Leo. Good question. And Rooster saying, currently spending time at a lake. Well, happy 4th of July.
Woo! Yes, enjoy.
Have fun watching the fireworks, guys. And Sayed saying, boom boom is about to start here. Happy Independence Day. Here as in the US, yes. There'll be many boom booms tonight.
USA, 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 USA.
Thank you, Sayed.
Guys, I'm not even American. You guys, Americans out there, are you going as hard? Like, go as hard for pro-US, pro-USA as much as us non-Americans are, okay?
Happy Independence Day. And
Happy
Fleshy Interloper saying, I suspect Saudis donated to the Islamic Republic.
I think them showing up at the funeral was part of the donation. Like, please stop. Please stop shooting bombs at us. Like, okay, come give us money and come to our funeral. And they were like, okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to say it. My general opinion of the Persian Gulf Arab countries. That's what I was going to say. Thank you, Fleshy. And Leroy saying, Armin, did you celebrate Canada Day? Canada deserves our efforts to preserve and put it back on the right course. True white North and the USA brethren, together in unity and children of a common mother.
Yes, we should save Canada from Islamization and CCP influence. Okay. So yes, on Canada Day, I came and, I didn't have this design that I have. So this is a new idea. So next Canada Day, we will have this design. And multiple times I'm like, save Canada from Islamization and CCP influence. So to make that happen, we need to save Canada first to be able to do that, because Canada is going the wrong path. Canada is jumping into the arms of the CCP and allowing the Durkas to come and take over. There's an invasion from within.
Yeah, let's put a stop. Let's put a stop to that.
Thanks, Leroy. Somebody is saying, Armin, where is your LGBT flag? I know you have one. I don't have an LGBT flag, and honestly, I don't even know if it represents the things that it's supposed to represent. Okay, so the LGBT movement has turned into this thing that I don't support. Like, I support equal rights for LGBT people, and it used to represent that. But now it doesn't represent that anymore. Now it represents some crazy woke stuff. So I don't know if it does, then I will support it. If it doesn't, the only time I see LGBT flag and I think like, okay, that's the right, that those people are supporting the right form of LGBT stuff is that if they fly an Israel flag next to it as well. Okay, so there's woke LGBT and there is equal rights LGBT. So I support the equal rights LGBT people, not the woke LGBT people. So,
all right, yeah. Sorry, Leroy, the Canadian Patriot. Thank you for that. And we have Dawn. Dawn saying, Ali, I'm confused on the Iraq thing. They're arresting pro-regime in Iraq, but yet they sent a delegation to the Khamenei funeral. Yes. I forgot to mention this. So they did. They're going after Hashd al-Shabi and Khattab Hezbollah, both IRGC-backed proxies in Iraq. They're arresting them. They're killing them. And also all the politicians that are pro-Islamic Republic.
Yeah. Also, they're they're trying to say that this is not an anti-Iran regime move, right? Because the Iraqis are not interested in causing tension with their neighbor, the Islamic Republic, right? They're not interested in that. So they're saying like they're arresting these people, and every single one of them are proxies of the Islamic Republic. But they are not saying that this is why we're arresting them. They're just saying this is a corruption. I mean, technically, all of these people are corrupt, so it's accurate. But they don't want to mess with the Islamic Republic, right? They want to just push Islamic Republic back, but with the least amount of tension with the Islamic Republic, right? So they are scared of the Islamic Republic. So that's why this was kind of a daring move. They're afraid of the wrath of the Islamic Republic, so they're like, "Hey guys, this has nothing to do with this is just corruption." Everybody knows that this has to do with the Islamic Republic, but that's what they're going with.
Yes, exactly. And so the Iraqi prime minister the Iraqi president and a lot of other top officials who got sent to Tehran to pay respects to Khamenei, they met with Araghchi. And Araghchi told them, hey, psst, by the way, Tehran recommends that you be more, considerate of the leaders of the framework. They're saying like, hey, stop hitting our politicians that we control in Iraq. Stop hitting our proxies. And the Iraqi president, I don't know where he got his balls from, but somehow he got them. And he told Araghchi, hey, we're only arresting the corrupt and no one is above the law. That's what he said. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Finally. So, yeah, there was some tensions reported there. Thanks, Don. And Fleshy Interloper saying 8-1 drone edge would be nice against the regime. Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Hopefully 8-0. Maybe like 100-0. I don't know.
Yeah, but the Ukrainians are showing what's possible. 8-1 is possible with the drone technology that Ukraine has. That would be nice for us, for sure. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Fleshy.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Fleshy's always looking out for the Iranian.
Thank you. Yes, always.
Who Dat Nation Gal saying, Armin, please look at the email I sent you about info on how to help Tutsi. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And thank you for sending that. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
And thank you for the super chat. BT, the super chat saying, do atheists sing Universe Bless America, Land That I Love? I've never heard that. What is that?
No, God. I think it's the God Bless America.
Oh.
Just replaced with universe. Yes.
There's some things I'm just like, how do I not get that?
Yeah. No, it's okay. I think I don't know. I think that atheists only don't use the word God a lot of times because they made fun of when they use the word God. Because you should be able to use the word God even if you're an atheist, because it's just a figure of speech. But then if you use it, then people say like, you're an atheist. Why did you say that? I'm like, okay, so I won't say that. But I think like God is such a such a common word in our culture that if you're an atheist, you should be able to use it all the time because it's a figure of speech. But you get called out for it, so then that's why you don't use it.
Yeah. I still use it. I don't believe in God, so.
If I say, "Oh my God," like you should every time I say, "Oh my God," we're like, Armin said God. Armin said God. I'm like, what the? Okay.
That was good. Thank you, BT. She got a kick out of this one. And Fleshy Interloper saying, and old steam trains. Old steam trains. Wait, for Russia? Oh, Russia. I think he was talking about Russia. Like the T-34 tanks from World War II, and then they're using steam trains. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Really? Steam trains? Are they? No. I think he's joking because he's talking about who uses Steam Train. I think he's talking about bringing back the old stuff. He's joking about this.
I've been on a steam train once in Alaska, and I think that's the only one left. So
They
yeah,
have
maybe you're
those.
right.
Oh
They
no!
have one
People say no.
left,
It's
yeah.
not a joke. It's a joke. Yeah. Okay. It's a joke. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steam trains.
I think the last one is in Alaska.
Okay.
And thank you, Fleshy. I'm so gullible. I gotta
It's
wisen
okay.
up a bit.
No, it's
And
okay.
Jagatai saying Baha'i defending Islam. Oh, was he?
Baha'i has to defend Islam because no. So it's not Stockholm. Baha'i faith believes in the Quran and Muhammad. The Baha'i faith, it believes that the Quran is the word of God and Muhammad is a true prophet of God. That means that they endorse everything in the Quran. Yeah, all of it. They
I didn't know
support
that.
all of it. Yeah.
Wow.
This is
Okay.
why I can't take the. I mean, by the way, guys, I support the people. I support the Baha'i people, and I support them against the oppression that they experience, which is a lot. Okay, but I can't endorse their ideology. Now, Baha'i, they're good people with wacky ideologies. I don't care if your ideology is wacky. I will support you because you don't deserve the oppression and the discrimination. But any ideology that puts a stamp of approval on the Quran is a no for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick little update. I told you guys earlier that in Tehran, at the Parand missile site on the outskirts of Tehran, the anti-aircraft was activated, and we're getting preliminary reports, vague reports, that there was a major security incident at the IRGC Parand site. So hopefully I'll get more info on that soon. But going on with the super chats, BT saying, dressing as Lady Liberty tonight. We'll video our chat. Oh.
Wow. Okay.
You would be a good Lady Liberty.
Yes.
Also a
you
good Mona
would.
Lisa.
Ooh. Where did that come from?
Just thought,
Okay,
you know,
just-
if it's
Just
yeah.
imagining BT in different outfits. Okay. Any other outfit that would look good on BT?
Nope, that's all.
Okay. All right. If you want to keep
Thank
thinking
you,
about
BT.
that. All right.
Armin's like grilling me like the yesterday. He wants to see my reaction like yesterday, where he's like, "Oh yeah, there's like some people asking about you."
Yeah.
Anyway, and thank you, BT, for the super chat. We got General Patton here saying, "Imagine being a NATO soldier on the front lines while the Russians are charging at you with T-34 tanks and swords." Yeah.
Yes.
I think, yeah, I'll just kind of look to my left and right being like, is this okay? Or is this like a war crime?
Are we allowed to do this? They're basically unarmed.
They're unarmed. Thank you for that. And Agent Anderson saying, "Someone bless America," says Robin Williams.
Ooh, someone, anybody. Okay, really? Did he say that? Oh,
I don't know
someone.
who that is, but
Robin Williams. You don't know Robin Williams? Even I know
No.
Robin. And I don't know. I don't know. Isn't that the genie? Yeah, that's the genie. Wow, I don't know my celebrities, and I know Robin Williams. That's the genie.
The genie?
Yes. From your Prince Ali. Your Prince Ali. How do you know not your Ali, Prince Ali should know Robin Williams?
Oh.
Yeah, it's your
Oh, he's
genie.
like the voice actor for the original Aladdin. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now that makes sense. My bad, guys. My bad.
It's okay.
Oh my god, you know, fun fact about the movie Aladdin, like the one that was released recently, the Will Smith one.
Yeah.
I was in a music group, and we traveled to Disneyland. First of all, we won like a competition. We were like good enough. And then we traveled to Disneyland, went backstage in Disney into their studios, and we recorded music for them for the new Aladdin movie. This was years ago. They didn't end up using it because they hired better people than us. But we did it for free, and it was a fun experience. So
Yes, but people
we
are
have
saying
James
you're too young. That's why you don't. Ali is a baby. He's Aladdin.
No, I've seen
feels-
that one. Okay, I had a crush on Jasmine when I was a kid,
Oh,
like everyone
really?
else. Yeah,
I didn't.
I was like, that's my type. I was like, I want that.
I had a crush on the squirrel girl in Sword in the Stone.
Sword
I
in the
felt so bad
Stone.
for her. Yeah, I felt so bad for her.
Sword
Actually, I
in
don't
the
know if I had a crush
Stone.
for her or I felt bad. I wanted him to do magic on him and turn her into a human girl, something, so he could follow.
Oh, I also had a crush on her.
You did? Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow, I totally forgot about that. Okay, Armin, you have good taste. Good taste.
Yeah.
We have good taste.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
No,
I know, I
guys,
felt so
I'm not
bad.
I hate fairies. I'm not a fairy. In fact, my
Yeah.
fantasy about her was for Merlin to come do magic on her and turn her human, because I felt so bad for her heartbreak, and I wanted to turn into a human so she could go be a human. I'm not a fairy. I'm not a fairy, though. Trust me.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so we have James Moore here saying, I'm in a mixed company, but I am a friar in the Church of Bacon. Yes, it's real. Google it. Okay. Like bacon as in like the place bacon? The United Church of Bacon. The commandments.
Yes.
Be skeptical, respect boundaries, normalize atheists in religion, have fun, be good, be generous, praise bacon, and advocate for the fair church taxation. Okay. All right then.
Have you heard of the Church of Last Thursday?
No, that sounds really culty though.
No, it's actually the most interesting religion on the planet. Church of Last Thursday. It's a very interesting thought experiment. Look into it. Guys, here's a new religion for you guys to research. Church of Last Thursday, or Last Thursdayism.
Interesting.
Check it out. Yeah.
Wow. There's some stuff, but I don't know if it's true or not. But anyway, and then yeah, let's get through this, and I'll give you guys a quick update. Thank you, James, who also said, was Robin Williams one of the Supreme Leader's jinns or an Israeli jinn? Oh, an Israeli.
What was the city in Aladdin? The city, the city, the made up city in Aladdin. Anyways, that city was modeled after Baghdad during the Abbasid dynasty.
Yeah.
So
yeah, called Agrabah. Yeah,
Agrabah.
Meant to be Baghdad.
Meant to be Baghdad, right? So a jinn during that time would probably be Proto-Sunni, not Israeli, not Jewish. He wasn't Jewish.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, James Moore.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And Ida says, I had a crush on Casper, the friendly ghost. What does that say about me? That you value
oh my god,
shyness. That you like shyness. You like shy boys.
I know what that means. You like white shiny heads because look at your profile picture. No, look at that. So look at that thing in your profile picture that you're making love with, Ida, is also looks kind of like Casper.
Wow. I never knew
Right.
that about Ida.
Yeah. Pale, balding man is
Interesting.
your type.
That's an interesting type. Okay. Everyone, to everyone, everyone's got their
Sure.
own.
Yes.
Thank you, Ida. Yeah. 4th of July edition.
Yes.
So,
yes. Ida
guys,
gonna marry a bald albino. Okay, go on, Pezeshkian. Yeah.
Pezeshkian said something today. Guys, Pezeshkian today was saying that if we go back to war, or sorry, if we don't go back to...
No. Let's do this one. You missed this one. One more.
I missed one?
Oh. Yeah, you did.
Oops, sorry. And BT with the super chat saying, quote, "The one with the gold makes the rules." Jafar.
Jafar. You know what's Jafar in Arabic?
The villain. Oh, what does it mean?
No. Jafar.
What
Jafar
does that mean?
I don't know what it means, but basically this is the English version of Arabic names. Jafar is Jafar.
Mm-hmm.
What is Aladdin? What is Aladdin? How do you say Aladdin in Arabic?
Aladdin?
Alauddin.
Alauddin, yeah.
Alauddin. So Jafar is Jafar. Aladdin is Alauddin. And Prince Jasmine?
Yasmin.
Yasmin. Exactly.
I was quick on that one. I know that one. Trust me.
Okay, trust me. Okay.
And thanks, BT. And then Ida is laughing at that, being called out. Who were you guys' like childhood cartoon-ish crushes? I'm kind of curious. But while you guys say that, did you hear? I'm trying to find this statement, but Pezeshkian came out and said, "If we don't go back to war, I'm resigning as president." And that the Supreme Leader's war. Yeah,
what?
Again.
Wow.
I'm trying to find that updated article. Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
And then other updates are that while I try to find that, Axios, so grain of salt, guys. Axios is reporting that Putin has called Donald Trump and invited him to visit Russia. Interesting. I guess he's already going to be in the area because he's going to be in Turkey.
It's a trap. Don't go, President Trump.
Yeah, it's a trap. Where is it? Come on.
Wait, while you looked at... Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Here it is. So they're reporting that Pezeshkian was playing a decisive role, to persuade Mojtaba for a ceasefire and negotiations, which is interesting, because he was warning that the economy of Iran was collapsing and that the blockade would absolutely destroy them if it wasn't lifted. And he was also saying how the central bank governor was warning that the country was running short of everything, like medical supplies and food. That's all true, okay? And he's saying that, okay, yeah. He's saying, actually, no, that's about it. All right. I'm trying to find that article where he said he's going to resign again.
I can't believe that. After all the crap he got from resigning, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I show you something crazy?
Yes.
Okay, let me show you this, okay? This is Raifipur. Here's a 2-minute video from him. I just want everybody to see this because this is important to know the true nature of these people, okay? Watch this. So this is Raifipur. He's close to the Paidari camp. Pro-Islamic rule against the deal, against negotiation, against Ghalibaf, basically against Pezeshkian type people, okay? Very, very Durka, like ultimate Durka, very famous, probably the biggest influencer from the Islamic Republic side, who is not a politician.
تنگ هرمز بمب اتم نیست.
Okay, so wait, hold on.
خیلی جالبه. آیه دکتر مخبر گفته تنگی هرمز امکانی در حد بمب اتم است. آن را از دست نمیدهیم. این حرف درستیه. یا آورده مهمیه مثل بمب اتم، اما بمب اتم نیست. ایران اینترنشنال چرا داره اینو پوشش میده؟ یک از نماینده محترم مجلس
I just double speed.
خیلی هم حزب اللهی و انقلابیان تنگی هرمز برای ما چیزی مافوق بمب اتم است. نایب رئیس مجلس آقای نیکزاد.
So he's showing different politicians in Iran of the Islamic Republic that Iran International is covering for saying that the Strait of Hormuz, the leverage that they have because of the Strait of Hormuz, is as important, as big of a deal as a nuclear weapon.
تنگی هرمز بمب اتم است. چرا ایران اینترنشنال رو پوشش میده؟
Like, why is Iran International covering these?
یعنی که این خط رو میخواد.
Because Iran International, our enemies, they want us to believe that the Strait of Hormuz is as big of a deal as a nuclear weapon.
خیر. تنگی هرمز بمب اتم نیست.
But no, that's not true. The Strait of Hormuz is not a nuclear weapon. Like, only basically saying only a nuclear weapon is a nuclear weapon. Don't fool yourself by saying, like, guys, we already have something as powerful as a nuclear weapon. We could close the Strait of Hormuz. That is not true.
تنگی هرمز سر جای خودش، قدرت هستی و توان هستی هم چی؟ سر جای خودش. برید اسلاید بعدی.
Like, the Strait of Hormuz is the Strait of Hormuz. Having a nuclear weapon power, having nuclear weapons, that is a separate thing. Like, we need both of these, basically.
حالا حرف ببینید که حرف روبیو وزیر خارجه آمریکا.
So look at this. He say, like, look, this is what our politicians are saying, that the Strait of Hormuz is as important as a nuclear weapon. And now Marco Rubio is saying the same thing. So he's basically calling out the politicians of the Islamic Republic, sounding like Marco Rubio. So look, he's saying Marco Rubio said that the Islamic Republic's ability to close the Strait of Hormuz is basically the same as them having a nuclear weapon.
همشون اونا رژیم ایرانی خاطر اینکه ضد انقلابی تیتر کار کرده. کل دنیا دارن یک حرفی رو القا میکنن که من تو
Like, the whole world is trying to convince us that us being able to close the Strait of Hormuz is as big of a deal as a nuclear weapon.
باور کنیم. نه خیر نپذیرید. هر
Like, don't accept this. Don't accept this.
چیزی سر جای خودش. خب بدونید اگر من و شما توان هستی نداشته باشیم تنگ هرمز رو هم نمیتونیم حفظ کنیم.
Like, remember, know this. If we don't get a nuclear weapon, we're not going to be able to close the Strait of Hormuz. So he's saying even though the Strait of Hormuz closing it is us being able to close it is important, if we don't get a nuclear weapon, we wouldn't be able to even do that.
الزام نداره بگه تا ابد میشه حفظش کرد. این دقت بفرمایید. برید تصویر بعدی. نگاه کنید چی میگه روبیو وزیر خارجه آمریکاست، نه وزیر خارجه ما. دیگه دشمن داره این حرفو میزنه. اگر ایران سلاح هستی داشته باشد و تصمیم بگیره تنگ هرمز رو ببندد، در اون صورت ما نمیتوانیم هیچ کاری انجام دهیم.
Like, look, even Marco Rubio is accepting that if the Islamic Republic has a nuclear weapon, in that case, if they try to close the Strait of Hormuz, then we as Americans can do nothing about it. So you can see, guys, these people are after a nuclear weapon, right? I show you this because I want to show everybody here. This is what every American on this 4th of July, you have to understand that the greatest threat to the United States right now is the Islamic Republic getting access to a nuclear weapon. And no matter how many times you bomb these people, no matter how many deals you do, no matter how many negotiations, no matter how many documents you sign with them, none of that will ever stop the Islamic Republic from pursuing a nuclear weapon. The only thing that will protect America from a nuclear Islamic Republic. Listen to this. On this 4th of July, I'm talking about the greatest threat to Americans everywhere. The only thing that will prevent the greatest enemy of the United States to get access to nuclear weapons is to destroy the Islamic Republic. There is no version of the Islamic Republic that you could do a deal or negotiation or MOU with, or you could bomb, or you could put economic pressure on that will stop it from pursuing or getting nuclear weapons. The only option to save Americans and the rest of the world from a nuclear Islamic Republic is to destroy the Islamic Republic. Yeah.
Let me echo that statement. Ali Reza Panahian, a spokesperson for the Beit Rahbari, the office of the Supreme Leader. So this guy is representing the Supreme Leader, and he has said, the Islamic Republic is willing to sacrifice all national interests to avenge Ali Khamenei. What do you guys think that means?
Read it again.
So he's saying Panahian, okay,
Panahian,
the
yes.
Beit Rahbari spokesperson, the guy representing Mujtaba, okay, at the moment, and previously Ali Khamenei is said the Islamic Republic is willing to sacrifice all national interests to avenge Ali Khamenei.
Oh my God. That means if this destroys our economy, our people, everything, we're willing to do whatever we need to do to bring destruction to America, even if they kill us, even if they kill all our people, all of our infrastructure, no matter what they do to us, we're not going to stop. We're going to accept the costs to bring destruction to America.
Yep. He also said the West is deluded and thinks that we are like other countries and will eventually give up on avenging our leaders. But we must show that we are willing to give up even our apparent interests for the sake of a just demand for blood. Completely, rational and reasonable thing for a government official to say in any government in the world, in my opinion.
It's interesting because the lives that they're sacrificing is not even their lives. They're sacrificing the lives of the Iranian people for the sake of
their money,
their agenda,
not their life, not their money, not their time. They're taking everything from the Iranian people to do it. Yep, they'll stop at nothing.
Wait, Texas is back. Texas trip. Did you see my new designs for 4th of July? I wanted Texas to. So look at this, Texas, because she hasn't been here for a while. So let me show her. Let me brag about this. So guys, this was our old design here before 4th of July. We switched it to this. And also when we're sharing the screen here. So our old design, I'm really proud of this. Our old design was like this. And for today, for 4th of July, we switched it to this.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I keep showing it because I'm so happy with it. So I know. Oh.
We have a better clip of the Islamic Republic's turnout. There's a better angle here. Is this? Yeah, it's big enough. Okay.
Look at that. There's so much empty space. They couldn't even fill that area. Like it's not like shoulder to shoulder. Like I thought it's going to be so crowded that people couldn't get in. Like every corner would be filled with people. You see those you see that? Pause there. No, go back. You see that all that empty space? They couldn't even fill this area. What happened to 10 million? This is max 10,000. Max.
If it's that much, yeah.
Yo.
Guys, this is the turnout. This is the turnout for the Supreme Leader's funeral. They were anticipating 3,000 deaths of stampedes and other such, funeral related deaths. I don't know, everyone looks like they got enough space to me.
Right. That's why Juhader is not here, because he said, like, what are you guys going to do when 20 million people showed up? Zart? This is 10,000 max. Max. 20 million. 20 million.
So, quick little important couple of recaps. The Arabian Sea that saw the U.S. helicopter that got downed. We still don't have information on the missing U.S. sailor that was downed in
Really?
that helicopter. We still don't have confirmation if it was like 100% confirmation or if it was the Islamic Republic or not. On the 9th, 5 days from now, Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei will be buried in Mashhad, east of Iran, for his final burial place. If something were to happen, it will happen probably there. Who knows, though? There will undoubtedly be some sort of incident. We also have an American political influencer who decided to show up in Iran and pay his respects to Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei's funeral, and went so far as to praise him and then come out and start handing out drinks and refreshment to the
Jackson,
regime supporters.
This is Hinkle.
This
Jackson
is
Hinkle.
Jackson, yep. Mm-hmm.
My God.
Truly an embarrassment to all Americans.
American soldiers are risking their lives to protect the United States from this terrorist regime, and this guy, this idiot, is at the funeral of Ali Khamenei, getting paid probably by the Islamic Republic to be used as a propaganda piece against his own country.
Yeah. He wants to be Tucker Carlson so bad.
Right. Texas is saying we should not allow him back.
I mean, there would be serious grounds for arresting him when he comes back to the U.S.
Yeah,
there
for
are some
treason,
legit.
Isn't this like, I don't know, aiding terrorism, like something like that? It's probably material. This material support. That drink was very material. That's material support for your enemies.
Yes. At the very least, they can get him. I mean, he showed up to the funeral. You can at least get him with suspicion of collusion with the enemy, like suspicion of that you're talking to government officials in the Islamic Republic. So, yeah.
Sedation.
The Sedition Act.
Sedition? Is that how you say? Okay.
Yeah, sedition.
Okay. I have a video for you.
Oh, yeah, let's show it.
So these people are the reformers are back. Oh, the so-called reformers. And they're, see, like Ghalib, I told you that Ghalibaf is going to bring this reformer card and, start playing around with it at some point, right? They're coming out and saying, because guys, remember, the reformers are trying to use this opportunity. They were sidelined. Okay. They are the best at trying to defend the Islamic Republic with their sneaky, evil ways, right? And now that the whole negotiation and rebranding of the Islamic Republic and Khamenei is dead, the Third Republic is this is the new chapter. It's called the Third Republic, right? The First Republic was Ruhollah Khomeini. The Second Republic was Ali Khamenei. The Third Republic has not been defined yet. We'll see who defines the Third Republic. It was supposed to be Mujtaba Khamenei, but the Third Republic is now going to be defined maybe by Ghalibaf, right? So these so-called reformers have been trying to save the Islamic Republic by doing a rebranding and basically have a mask for their actually true enemies. These people are now saying being gay could be illegal under Islamic law if the people want it, right? So they are like, they're trying to like, guys, under the Islamic Republic, we could have hijab being voluntarily in Iran. We could allow people to buy and sell alcohol. We can even make it legal to be gay. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to play.
Do we know who these guys are?
These are part of the reformers camps. The so-called reform. But hold on here.
خیلی مهمه یکی از
I'm doing a double speed because you guys don't understand what they're saying. I just want to get the translation.
اصلی ترین جنبه‌های به نظر من حکمرانی اینه که نظام حکمرانی تشخیص بده که چه چیزی را میتواند چه چیزی را نمیتواند و تصمیم گیری که میکنه چه آثاری داره. من باید بسنجم سبک سنگین کنم هر چیزی رو اون وقت بگم که این نفعش میچربه یا ضررش یا چه تبعاتی داره.
میگه
چون مثلا اگر که حالا من از زبان اونها صحبت می‌کنم، میگن اگر مثلا مردم همه تمایل پیدا کردن که مشروب فروشی در شهر باشد، پس بذاریم باشد، چون که اونها ناراضی‌اند و عصبانی میشن اگه ما اجازه بهشون ندیم، پس با این دیگه نفعش هم بیشتره.
Like you say in governance, you should decide everything based on whether it's good or bad, like based on the consequences. Like really, is that the way to do it? So, for example, some people say like even in the country, even if most people believe that we should be able to sell alcohol, then you should be able to sell alcohol because that's what the people want.
پیدا کردن که مشروب فروشی در شهر باشد، پس بذاریم باشد، چون که اونها ناراضی‌اند و عصبانی میشن اگه ما اجازه بهشون ندیم، پس با این دیگه
Because if we don't allow them to sell alcohol, then they're going to get angry, and we don't want them to get angry. So, guys, this is wajib al-wujud, meaning that for the sake of preserving an Islamic rule, you should do anything possible. So, even if the people are getting so angry that they cannot sell and buy alcohol, then Islam allows you to allow them to sell alcohol so you could maintain your Islamic regime.
دیگه نفعش هم بیشتره. این میشه ایده شما؟ بله.
He said yes.
دیگه جلوتر نمیرم تا اینجا کافیه. مثلا همجنس
Like, okay, he's saying I'm not going to go further because I think that we're like basically it's getting too sensitive what I'm saying. Like, but the other guy saying like, no, go, keep going. Like he's like he's worried to say like how much further I can push this, right? He's like, no, keep going. Like, let's see if we could break more taboos. Yes, exactly. Ojabul wajibat. Exactly. But let's continue.
اسکرایی اگر تمایلش در مردم 80% مردم خواستن. درصدیه؟ اکثریت دیگه. یعنی تمایلش در مردم 80% مردم خواستن. دیگه جلوتر نمیرم تا اینجا کافیه. مثلا همجنسگرایی اگر تمایلش در مردم 80
Oh, he's saying for example, if people want to be gay,
درصد مردم خواستن. درصدیه؟
like yes, if 80% of the people want, we should let them be gay. Like, so it's based on percentages? Like, yes, it's based on percentages.
یعنی 51% نه، اکثریت قابل توجهی این رو خواستن. یعنی واقعا
Like is like if a huge percentage of the population wants it, we have to give it to them.
الان زمانی میرسه که مثلا 50-60% ملت ایران میخوان جنبش اینا رو بندازن. چه غلطی از جامعه است؟
It's like, so if 50-60% of the people in our country they want LGBT,
نه 50-60% ملت ایران میخوان جنبش اینا رو بندازن. چه غلطی از جامعه است؟ از من اینه ما باید بگیم که آقا نظر اکثریت اگر بر یک امر تعلق گرفت، حتی اگر منافات جدی، حتی اگر در تقابل 100% شد با مسلمات دین خدا.
like if the majority of the population wants something, even if it's 100% against Islam,
این برون مسئله است دیگه. با چیکار باید؟
what should we do?
اینجا چوب برداریم 60-70% مردم رو بزنیم.
Should we pick up sticks and hit 60-70% of the people with the sticks?
بعد اگه 60% مردم رو زدیم، این 60% گفتن آقا ما این ساختار، این کشور، این حکومت رو قبول داریم، می‌خوایم این حرام رو انجام بدیم.
Like, what happens if we do that? What happens if we start hitting 60-70% of people with these six? What if these 60-70% of the population says, listen, we like the structure of the government, like we want the Islamic government, but we want to do the sin. Like, this is a sin, like drinking alcohol or like, butt sex or whatever. We want to do it. What do we do?
چون برداشتید اینا رو زدید، این 60% میگن حالا پس ما not only
if you pick up your sticks and you started hitting them, then these 60-70% are going to say that not only we want to do the sins, we're also against the Islamic governance. So he's saying that if you have the people who are okay with Islamic governance but want to sin, then just let them sin, because if you oppress them, then they're now going to be against Islamic governance.
این 60% میگن حالا پس ما not only این رو قبول نداریم but also کل ساختار میکشیم پایین.
Like, now that you hit them, they're going to say not only we want to sin, but we also are against Islamic governance.
رو انجام بدیم. چون برداشتید اینا رو زدید، این 60% میگن حالا پس ما not only این رو قبول نداریم but also کل ساختار میکشیم پایین. یه داستان دیگه تو من ببینم حکومت اسلامی مرز داره، بگه آقا من تا اینجا میتونم تحمل کنم، اینجا تحمل ندارم، یا من میرم شما برید. یک مرز داره. مرزش جدا شدن مردم از حکومت.
Ooh, he's saying, well, is there any limitation? Like, is there anything that we shouldn't allow them to do in an Islamic governance? Like, what is the limitation of the Islamic governance? If they whatever they want, we should give them? He says there's only one limitation: the Islamic governance. Like, as long as you have Islamic governance, you should let them do whatever they want. For them not to turn against the Islamic governance, right? So yes, so if people, you have to do whatever you can to keep the people with the governance, okay? Because you don't want the people to be against Islamic governance. But then people are like, well, what's Islamic about it? Like if you are allowing them to do whatever they want, that's my question, by the way. Let me see if he asked that.
غیر از این هیچ خط قرمزی نداره. یعنی این
Like other than this, there is no red line. Like there is no red line other than this. The only red line is we should maintain the Islamic governance. Other than that, we should allow anything that maintains the Islamic governance.
من اثبات میکنم حقوقیاً و فقهیاً. یعنی میگه حکومت اسلامی میتواند در جامعه مثلا تایلند هم باشد. یعنی جامعه اون شکلیه ولی حکومتش اسلامیه. اگر
Like you're saying that the Islamic governance could even be like Thailand, like the governance is Islamic, but the people living are the reason why he's saying Thailand is because of all the, sex stuff in Thailand. You're like, so we can even be like a Thailand and still be Islamic governance, and he's gonna say yes.
رو من اثبات میکنم حقوقیاً و فقهیاً. یعنی میگه حکومت
Like I could he's saying I could prove this Islamically to you. Like he said, like Islamic jurisprudence, I could prove to you that Islamic jurisprudence allows this, right? To let people do like gay stuff or whatever.
جدا شدن مردم از حکومت. غیر از این هیچ خط قرمزی نداره.
So the only thing you need to prevent is for people to turn against the governance. That's what he said.
یعنی این رو من اثبات میکنم حقوقیاً و فقهیاً. یعنی میگه حکومت اسلامی میتواند در جامعه مثلا تایلند هم باشد. یعنی جامعه اون شکلیه ولی حکومتش اسلامیه. اگر چنانچه آمدن در چنین جامعه مردم یک امر حرام رو خواستن اکثریت.
Like if the majority want to sin, we should let them sin.
باید نمیتواند. خب میگه حکومت اسلامی نیستن. چرا؟
Like does that mean that we have to accept everything? It's like yes.
نمیتواند. خب میگه حکومت اسلامی نیستن. چرا؟ میگه حکومت اسلامی
Like then they would tell us that you're not Islamic governance, and he says why? Why aren't we?
باید تمام احکام اسلام رو 100% اجرا کنه به جای کوتاه میاد. من مثال
Like, why is that not Islamic governance? Is Islamic governance a governance that the people are following everything Islamically? He's saying that's not the case. He's saying we're still an Islamic governance, even if we allow people to drink alcohol, not wear the hijab, do gay stuff, do whatever, as long as it's a majority, we allow them, and that's still Islamic governance. So this is what they're trying to do. Yes, exactly. This is guys, do not fall for this. Okay, this is a rebranding attempt to save the Islamic Republic. This is what we warning. This is what Khomeini was saying. Ojab wajibat. Remember, I mentioned this concept to you guys many times. Ojab wajibat means the highest of all priorities. So, guys, and he's not wrong to be honest. In Islam, the highest of all priority is not to pray, is not to fast. It's not to wear the hijab. It's not to eat pork. It's not to drink alcohol. The highest of all priorities in Islam is to find a way to maintain Islamic rule. And here's the scary part. Why is that the ojab wajibat? Because if temporarily you could go against Islam, as long as you have Islamic rule, eventually you could come back to Islamic standards. Your priority is to do whatever you need to do to save the Islamic regime. Save the Islamic regime. If you have to do gay stuff to save the Islamic regime, do gay stuff to save the. If you have to eat pork every single day for the rest of your life, and somehow that saves the Islamic regime, just eat pork and alcohol and nothing else. Okay, that's what you learn. And Khomeini, the first supreme leader of the Islamic Republic, said that even the life of the Mahdi could be sacrificed. So, according to him, between killing if you had to kill the Mahdi to save Islamic regime, then go ahead and kill the Mahdi, because his life is not as important as Islamic rule. Right? This is a very extreme version of taghliya, okay? That means that temporarily you could give into whatever you need to give into to maintain the Islamic governance, because you could eventually come back to. And so this is a huge disagreement within the Islamic scholars, right? Some people within this scholars believe that the point of Islamic rule is to enforce God's law. And if we're not enforcing God's law, then we're not Islamic governance. But there's another camp that says the main point for Islamic rule is to have Islamic rule. And if at some point enforcing God's law means that you're going to lose Islamic rule, then stop enforcing God's law. The priority is survival. Does that make sense?
And they will go to any sort of scheming length
Yes.
to do it.
And
It's
this
not as
will
simple
work.
as like, yeah.
This is dangerous, Ali, because the West is not aware of these tactics. They're going to be like, oh my God, look at all these hijabless women and people dancing and drinking alcohol. All is good now. And they will back off. And that is the point, to save the Islamic regime by making the world back off. Go on, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, you're absolutely right. So it's like the kid that you get into a fight with and beat him, and then as soon as you turn your back, he attacks you. And that will happen every single time without fail. You can count on it.
It's the way I describe this in Islam is that imagine if you're a warrior against a dragon and you've been fighting this dragon for a long time and eventually you defeated it, and the dragon is on the ground all injured and you're above it with your sword and you see it's all injured and it can't do anything. You have total, you're overpowering it and there's nothing it could do. At that point, you're like, okay, this is now a harmless dragon because it can't do anything, can't bite me, can't do anything. Would you leave it there? Would you just leave it there? Or would you shove your sword into its heart? This is the danger of Islam, because Islam has always the ability to look harmless. When it's being defeated, it will switch the way it operates to look like it's harmless. But when it's acting like it's harmless, that's when you go extra hard on it. That's when the dragon is injured. That's that's exactly where you need to double down and end it.
Completely agreed. And with that, should we get into the super chats? We have a few left.
Yes.
BT is saying, I am not putting on a Jasmine costume, Ali. Chill.
Oh,
never asked for that.
Damn it. Ah, damn it. God damn.
But yeah, thank you. Thanks, BT.
Yeah.
And Fizz Indrasist is saying nuclear dust on Ghalibaf's head, like خاک تو سرش.
Yeah.
خاک هسته‌ای تو سرش. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have a Persian saying.
Yes. Nuclear dust
like
and
dirt on your head.
Dirt on your head.
Like an FU kind of like
That's
statement.
a good joke. That's a good joke. Love it.
I like that. Thank you for that super chat. And other people are like, I'll put on a just.
Oh. Oh, wow. Guys.
And James Moore saying there is still time for security to step in for the funeral. Yeah. Oh man. If you believe the AI pictures, oh man, there's going to be stampedes. People are going to be crushed to death. But the reality is quite different than that. Thank you, James, for the super chats.
Look at this. Wait. Before I go, someone see, someone should dress up as a squirrel for Armin, but oh my god, that's a good one. Okay, good. Oh my god.
And channel 0071 said estimated 30 to 35,000 people are visible. Allow a difference of 20% on either way due to perspective, obstructions, and unknown venue dimensions, according to the AI screenshot assessment.
Ooh, okay.
So 30 to 35,000, 20% of 30,000 is what, like 6 6,000 people. So it could be anywhere between 24 to yeah, like 35,000 people. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Thank you, channel. Appreciate that.
I didn't start that. Did you start it?
No, I did not.
Okay.
So we'll skip that. And Qalibov profile pic. Hey, Qalibov said, I think they forgot to bury part of the Supreme Dictator. Check the profile pic closer, not the corn hand. The other one? Is that a hand?
Oh, it's an ice cream. What is it? It's a microphone. Oh, it's an ice cream. Something is coming out of. It's an ice cream with a finger on it. Is that Moshtaba Khamenei's finger? Maybe because Ali Khamenei's finger. Maybe because he's on ice. That's gross. Did they turn Ali Khamenei into ice cream?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But you know, whether you're the fake Qalibov or the real Qalibov, I would definitely believe it. Thank you,
Yes.
Qalibov. And Motor Pool Grease Monkey saying, please come celebrate the 4th of July with a monkey. Guys, our latest
Yes.
edition of Liberty Politics.
So, guys, Grease Monkey has a stream coming up right after our stream ends here. Let me put the link to the stream in the chat for you guys. He's going to be celebrating 4th of July. So go check that out. He's going to be hanging out with you. Our Grease Monkey. Look at that. He's such a happy monkey. So go there, join him, celebrate with him. And it's a good way to spend 4th of July, celebrating 4th of July. I think our monkey, Grease Monkey, is the best, the Liberty Politics team when it comes to all things American related. So it's fitting that the last stream for today on 4th of July would be with the Grease Monkey. So go hang out with him if you want to celebrate America and everything American with him over there.
Yes.
Yes. He's a yeah. So one more time, I'll put the link one more time in the chat. Go check it out. And guys, seriously, happy America Day. You know, long live America. You guys, I hope every American here appreciates their country as much as they should, because it's truly a great country. It's truly a great country.
We have another super chat as well from Cool Okay Thanks Bye. Wait, what was that? That profile pic, is that a soda in Iran? Or was it? I don't know. Did they bury Mojtaba with Dada? Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
Hopefully
they should have. They should have. They would have saved money.
they should have.
If
They would have saved a lot of money.
Yeah, because if he's dead and once it's out, they have to do this whole thing all over again, which is really embarrassing.
Yeah. Exactly. Hopefully soon. It's a soda from the Zohan.
Zohan is a movie. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
We have one request, so we'll be again here tomorrow, same time as we are every day. But please click on the subscribe button for both my channel, Ali Samani, and Liberty Politics. Make sure you're subscribed to both. It helps us out, and eventually we can get to bigger and bigger stages where we can invite some really important people and guests for you guys. Hopefully that's my goal. So please do that. And with that,
guys, I put the link to Ali's channel also in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to Ali as well. And yes, with that, I'm Israel Chai. Slava Ukraine.
Cuba
Libre. Long live America. Javicha. Payende. Ira. See you guys tomorrow.